I don't really know what I want to say yet, but it feels like it needs to come out. And I need to open this pathway of my throat and my heart and my solar plexus and let it flow. So I'm gonna light some incense because right now I am acutely aware that I'm being recorded. So that's like, there's like this, I feel like it almost feels like performative code switching, like awareness in my mind. That I'm like aware that I'm going to be perceived for this. My intention is to be perceived. So it's like, it shifts something in me and I'm working to dismantle that by just letting whatever happens happen. I need a lighter. There's like a bit of anxiety in my gut right now. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to be anything other than what we are. And I'm teaching myself that in this moment. My voice is scratchy as fuck because I screamed the other day. I screamed so loud. I screamed so hard. I screamed so like I've never screamed before. Well, I screamed that way once before, and that was when I was in the street. The last time I felt the true resonance of God, of the Creator in me. And it was a moment of intense emotion. I was in the street screaming, no, duh, no fucking duh, oh, duh. And it was like very, and the no duh was to love and to that I'm God. And like that was, that has been a point of contention in my consciousness to share with anyone because it opens up a dialogue of people being able to deny my reality. But the truth is that I've learned is no one can deny my reality. I can only allow it to be denied. But it takes time, I'm learning, for it to integrate and settle into my human meat suit, my vessel, my physical vessel, this density. In a way that I feel confident enough to, I still feel fear sharing it, but I can push through that without my entire system going into chaos. And it's involved a lot of needing support. I just saw someone walking their dog. Hi. Hello. And I could only get that support when, again, the external world I'm learning is a direct reflection of my inner state of being. That's how it works for everyone. It's literally a mirror. It's literally a mirror. But the ego creates distortions and dissonance in a way that makes us think that it is not that. Keyword think. The mind cannot feel, it can only think. The heart can feel. And so in that way, I've learned recently that you cannot know the truth. The truth cannot be known, it can only be felt. And the last time I felt it was very overwhelming, and I've been feeling it bubbling up now. Oh God, I can feel that in my solar plexus. I'm like rubbing it right now. Because I feel it, I truly feel it, and it feels kind of scary to feel just because it's real. It's really real. And to acknowledge that all my experiences of divinity, all the things I've been shown, all the things I've seen, all the things I've felt, all the things I've come to realize to be true, to feel to be true, are real, is a tsunami of emotion and energy in a way that's why I had to scream the other day, because it was literally buzzing through my nervous system in such a way that I was shaking. I was like, I felt like I was gonna lose it. There's like this feeling of like losing control. And that's actually just the fear of resistance. I was resisting asking for help, and that's still something that I think I struggle with, I think. But I'm getting better at like I wasn't acknowledging the severity and the gravity of my own emotions. This stuff is very, very heavy and very, very big, very big. And I kept trying to hold it all in as to not make anyone else uncomfortable. And all that did was fucking like contaminate my field, not contaminate, but like really just like stall. It was like a dam. It like stalled the flow of energy until it built up to a point that I felt like I was gonna burst and fucking fall apart. And then when I let myself scream and talk and speak and be heard, I felt the dam release a bit. And it still feels like there's a lot in there. I'm literally like rubbing my solar plexus right now because it's like doing this right now is scary, but it feels good. But it feels scary because I don't know what I'm going to say, but I know this is going to be long. I know this is going to be a long video, 444. I know the angels are with me. I know my deities are with me. I know my guides are with me. I know the Creator is with me. He is within me. I and my Father are one. Christ is with me. Like, it's me. It's me. It's all me. And to not know, just know that it's all me, but to feel that it's all me, to see the field react in real time to me all the time, to have those moments of revelation hit thank you, is whelming, because it's new, but it's not. I've had this happen before, and everything I'm doing feels like it's to get back to that point, but it's not to get back. It's to reach that frequency in a new, more grounded way that is sustainable, to hold the frequency. I remember when I was homeless and I was at Wendy's and I was writing on my arm or my leg, hold the frequency, because it was the first time that I really felt again that it showed me that I am the creator, that this is me, this is mine, this is my reality. Everyone else is just a projection. And like that truth felt scary but it also felt comforting. But it was like, because to see everyone else as a projection can feel like it makes you feel alone, but it's not being alone, it's all one, because I know that I'm attracting the versions of people that I need in my life when I'm authentically expressing the emotions that I'm experiencing. But authentically expressing the emotions I'm experiencing is a new concept for me, because I have suppressed them for so long to try to avoid making anyone else uncomfortable, because it made me uncomfortable. It feels scary because of my own trauma and the narratives that I've fucking been indoctrinated into and the experiences that I've had thus far in my life. That challenging that has been scary. It's felt scary. It's felt overwhelming. It's felt all-consuming. It's felt hellish. It's felt awful. And I was scared to share that because I felt like it would take away from my story in some way, because it's like I'm professing this truth to be like love and light and goodness and hope and unity, and those things are all true. But to get through that, to shed everything that is illusory and not true about myself, has been darkness and fear and isolation and doubt and just an overwhelming sense of what the fuck, like what the fuck, like I want to just scream like what the fuck, 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 like what the fuck, like, you know. And there's been so many times that I've been like what the fuck, like, and I would scream right now, but I'm not going to. But it's kind of like, this is like a glimpse of the energy. It's like fuck, what the fuck, like that's what it's felt like internally. And even allowing myself the space to have that little stint of emotion feels scary, but I'm doing it. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like a lot of it has been like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? No one else can see what I'm seeing. No one else can see what I'm seeing. Why can't people see what I'm seeing? Why can't people feel what I'm feeling? Why can't people know what I know? Why can't people hear me? Why can't people feel me? Why can't people see me? Why can't I share this information without the fear of being fucking labeled crazy? Why can't I just express what the fuck I want to express? Why am I holding myself back? Why am I pushing all this down? Why am I pushing my truth away? And the truth is because it feels scary because of my brain, you know, like my past shit that's going on with me. So like actually moving this stuff through my field is, it feels releasing, it feels good, but it also at the same time feels like there's trepidation. I had my card right here, trepidation, like, and giving myself the grace to like go through that has been a journey. And like, cause like the mind will think I had a lot of thoughts about, I thought I was here, I thought I was there, I thought I got through this, I thought I got past this, I thought. And every time now my awareness makes it very clear to me that it's like, yeah, you thought, that's a belief, that's a narrative. The only thing that's true is what you feel to be real is real and will manifest as real. And so if you give into your fears, that will manifest as an illusion of your reality. Like that will be like what you experience. And that concept has scared me, because then when I feel fear, I try to push it away because I'm like, oh no, I'm going to manifest something bad. But it's like, that's not the truth. It's like, it's hanging on to the narrative of fear and resisting feeling it and pushing through it that keeps it there. But when you feel the narrative of fear and act differently and express yourself, I need help, I need to be heard, I need to be felt, I'm going through something hard right now, this is I almost said expensive, like energetically, like this is a lot. And to share that with someone, to like actually share my authentic emotion would be like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, and that's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, fuck, what the fuck? Like, that's like a little glimpse. Like, it's like I'm giving myself little tidbits of experiencing it. And it's like I've suppressed it so much that I can feel my body wanting to release every time that I've dulled my face and dulled my body and pushed it down to try to make other people comfortable. And it's like I'm learning that I have to be okay with making people uncomfortable, because I'm a disruptor, and to disrupt the systems at hand that are out of date, that are based off of lies and fear and illusion and separation and divisiveness, involves making people uncomfortable, because it'll make their egos uncomfortable. It'll make people like, people will have a reaction to me, and that doesn't feel safe to me yet, but I'm working through it. But their soul, their spirit is going to grow from it. Like, making people uncomfortable gives them the opportunity to dismantle that fear complex and get closer to the truth, which is uncomfortable for them, and they will probably lash out at me. But I have to sit in the truth of knowing that at the higher level, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is good for them. And not in a way where I'm like forcing it on anyone, but like if I feel the need to speak my truth and plant that seed, I have to plant that seed. And that thought still scares me because there's just situations that it doesn't feel safe. And to do that, I'm challenging that, and it feels easier every time, but it also still feels like terrifying. There's like still like an air of avoidance, but now I just feel it so viscerally in my body every time I silence myself. I feel it so viscerally when I want to say something and then I don't, that it's like it creates like a block, and I feel the block immediately, and it pushes me to speak. And it's been very, 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 very uncomfortable, like very uncomfortable. Like I want to avoid it so fucking bad. I want to like not do it, and I've like not done it a bunch of times, and then it just creates this whole fucking block in my solar plexus and my heart and all this shit, and I feel that. And then I'm in my room going and like fucking suppressing shit, and then it's like I'm trying to move and get it out, but it's like I'm just trying to mitigate the block that I'm persisting by avoiding it. It's not easy. This stuff isn't easy. It's hard. My journey has been hard. Really, really, really hard. Like going through homelessness while trying not to attach the identity of being homeless, because I would fear being stuck out there or not moving on to the next chapter or whatever, was hard. Trying to feel abundant within myself when I had nothing materially was hard. Surrounding myself with people that could not see me or hear me, but still interacting with them and trying to help them was hard. And it taught me that I can't just give my energy away to people just because I see their potential, because seeing their potential is just a projection of a future that may not exist within the confines of like this reality. Like it's just like not where they're going, because I can't make people aware of their own shit. I can plant the seed and then they can choose whether to water it, but I can't make anyone aware of anything that they're not ready, like they're not, like their frequency is not in resonance with. And I kept trying to do that because I was like, I could see, I can feel, I can blah, 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 but it's like I wasn't feeling. I was feeling the resistance and using my mind to discount it. I wrote a channeling once that was like, isn't it funny how when something doesn't feel right, we try to fix it with our words? And it's like it didn't feel right, and I kept trying to fix it with my words. And then it kept not feeling right, and then I kept feeling like I was doing something wrong, like I needed to change. And that was like a projection of like childhood trauma of like trying to earn love, like feeling that I need to perform or provide or achieve or do emotional labor to earn someone's affection and prove my worth. And that is a lie, it's falsity. And then, like learning that has been hard, because like my worth is inherent, but actually assimilating to that frequency and feeling it, not just knowing it, thinking you know it, and like, but not acting in that way. It's like feeling it means you act in accordance with that belief, and that feels scary, because that involves telling people to fuck off sometimes, and telling someone to fuck off scares me. But I'm gonna do it. And just the gravity of like what I experience is so intense. I'm gonna take a minute, because I'm talking and I'm thinking about other stuff, and there's stuff coming into the field, and it's like I'm looking, there's an eye over there, there's an eye over there, there's an eye over there, there's an eye over there. Like there's so many eyes on me right now, and it feels like that being seen, being truly seen and vulnerable in that feels terrifying still. And I'm getting better at it, but it really, really still feels like exposing, because it's like my mind is still attached to the worry of being misconstrued and misperceived, and being projected upon with narratives that I don't ascribe to, and having to convince people or justify myself, and I'm not doing that anymore. But to not do that in the moment is hard, because it's like you feel someone fucking deny you, and it's like, well, fuck you. Like, honestly, like with love and light, go fuck yourself, man. Not my fucking, like, you're not gonna gaslight me out of my own goddamn reality. I let people do that for way too fucking long. And to like tell someone to fuck off, but like know that it's like within the goodness of like yourself, like for myself, is a new concept for me, because I've always ascribed to the identity of being nice. And the identity of being nice, I think, can often be a form of cognitive dissonance, of self-betrayal. God is saying this month, that's the notification I just got. It's like being nice is often a way of saying I'm betraying myself and victimizing myself and letting someone mistreat me in the name of, well, I was nice, so I didn't deserve that, when in reality it's me not asserting my own boundaries and upholding my own boundaries and advocating for myself under the guise of being nice. And I have to stop doing that, because people are going to think that I'm a villain. People are going to think that I'm a liar. People are going to think, everyone's going to project whatever narrative fits whatever they already believe in their fucking life until they reach a level of awareness to see past that, to feel past that. That's just what's going to happen. And accepting that for me is hard because I know the purity of my intentions. And purity itself is like a concept because we're all light and dark. And accepting my shadow has been hard because I had looked at myself as just a being of light. And it's like, I am a being of light, but I also have a shadow. Every light has a shadow. Every light casts a shadow. And that's like a part of being a human. And just acknowledging and loving that shadow without projecting it onto other people is a task. Because I had denied myself acceptance and grace and compassion for so many things. And there's probably still some stuff in there that I'm working through to find that for. But I think it's important for me to acknowledge that there's all these narratives in my head I'm hearing ringing in my left ear of like things that have happened in the past that like would prove this narrative of me not being good. And the ego likes to project this idea of not being good as a way to protect us, which is ironic because then that forms the shadow so we can perceive ourselves to be good instead of like feeling the inherent goodness of ourselves. We exist in a dichotomy, a duality of self and all. And so it's just like I'm thinking about my past and all the things that I've learned upon the way. Like what's floating around in my head right now is like when I was like probably between like 16 and like 21, like I said the N-word on Facebook, man. Like I said that word to like stoke controversy or like make people feel a certain way, like just like shock value. And there was a long fear of me being like, oh my God, I'm racist. Oh my God, I'm going to be taken down for this. I'm going to be canceled. Oh my God. And it's like I had to go within myself and realize like what I know to be true, which is like, okay, well, that was kind of like an indoctrination and conditioning to be like not understanding of other people's struggles and like the lack of empathy and understanding how that word could harm other people. But also understanding that we give words power and the harm that it causes is like a direct correlation to how much power we give it. Still, I feel a sense of shame that I've had to let go of about that and just other things in ways that I have acted that now I look back upon with my greater lens of understanding that I'm not proud of, but I have to not only accept but embrace the fact that I was learning. I'm a human being and I was learning. And we all learn, but in the way that the world projects onto each other, in the world of virtue signaling and canceling, you can't mess up. You're not allowed to mess up, which is ironic because the whole human journey is made from quote unquote mistakes and then learning from those mistakes, because mistakes aren't really mistakes, they're like lessons. And in this common day and age of the internet, we're not permitted to learn lessons. We're only permitted to be perfect, which creates this crushing sense of responsibility and limitation and performance. We're all performing. Everyone's performing. And when people project like, that's not okay. Sometimes it's like very much like yeah, that's not okay. But other times it's basically virtue signaling, like, I would never say that. And it's like the ego, the shadow being projected of like the shame of what you've said in the past. So when you see someone else say something even remotely similar that someone would describe as like bigotry or an ism or an othering or whatever, you feel the innate discomfort of that memory of that shadow that you haven't integrated. And the only way to offset that discomfort is to project onto someone else that they're bad and that they need to be taken down and that you would never do such a thing and they did it and they're bad and they're evil and you would never. And that's literally a function of the ego and the shadow. And it's you projecting like it's a mirror. You're literally like you're yelling at yourself under like the guise of yelling at another person. And seeing that has made me very wary of my past and like the lessons I've learned, because it's not even if, I know like when I have more eyes on me, I know that I'm going to be witnessed. I know there's going to be a certain level of fame to me. I feel it in my my frequency. They keep telling me, I keep feeling it. People are going to bring this stuff up, my past. Like I've done things that I actually haven't really done anything that's like bad, like quote unquote bad. Like saying like the N-word on Facebook was probably like the worst thing. And I still really just like don't like that I did that, but at the same time I'm giving myself grace and compassion, and it's like I just was ignorant to like the severity of like how that would affect other people. And I'm not relegating that to any kind of like defamation of my own character, because like morality is a construct, and that's like what spirits show me too. It's like morality, like goodness and badness are functions of the human. Everything is accepted in the totality. Under the eyes of God, everything is acceptable because it's all that. Like the creator is everything. The creation is a projection of the creator. Like it's like focused through different lenses and POVs of the one thing. And so it's all love, it's all light, you know? So But knowing that and feeling that are two different things. So, like I said in another video, I'm like, Adolf Hitler is fully loved and accepted in the eyes of God. And that's controversial, but it's just, I know it and feel it to be true. I feel it to be true. So when I look through that lens, it's like, well, I have to forgive myself for shit because I did it. I made this whole thing. Like, I did the whole thing. It's all mine. So, like, why would I not accept myself for that? So, but actually delving into the emotion of it and feeling the discomfort of that and the dissonance of that is uncomfortable. It's scary. A lot of this human experience can feel scary because it's like you don't know what's on the other side of your feelings. And often it's feeling better, but your mind doesn't project that. It projects the narrative of the past where it's felt worse. But that's only because you've been restricting yourself and denying yourself and resisting. So it's like updating the code of your brain is like uncomfortable. But let me sit for a second. There's so much going through my field right now. I want to scream. Like, I want to scream like my truth, where it's like I've seen UFOs, recorded them on my phone, can't prove it to anyone, but I know it to be true. I've talked to angels, they've shown up in my reality. I see orbs, I've seen orbs in the forest and in the trees. I've seen angels come talk to me. And everything, all these things are just reflection. Like, the truth is, whenever you see these things, whenever I see these things, they are reflections of my state, of myself, of my frequency. Everything is a part of me. Everything is an extension of me. And that goes for, like, whoever's watching this, it's like you too. And like in my reality, you're a projection, but in your reality, I'm a projection. And we're kind of just syncing up with each other because it's all illusory. And illusory doesn't mean that it's not real. Anything with consciousness is real. So the whole creation is real because the consciousness, the creator, is experiencing itself. But the illusion is like the lens. The lens is very small, and when you broaden the lens and see the truth of it all, feel the truth of it all, that's like, it can be scary because it's so big. But at the same time, it's not. Like, it's hard to describe. It's all a dream. It's all real. It's all... it is. It just is. It is. And I am. But to hold all that knowing, that frequency, that feeling in my heart and in my body feels crushing, excruciating. Like, I want to, like, I feel like I need to be flattened into a pancake. I feel like I need to be like fucking like smushed. I feel like I need to be crushed. I feel like I need to be like just like restrained and like writhe and scream and like just like have some kind of resistance put upon me that I can press all my muscles at the same time and scream at the top of my lungs and let out this energy. Like, I feel like that's what I need. And that's something that I haven't received yet, but I also haven't allowed myself to let that into my field. So I'm letting it into my field now. A good way for that can often be sexual release. And I think that that's something that I also carried a lot of shame about and still do. Because sexual tendencies can be a point of contention within the self if they're not seen as normal or contemporary, I guess. Like, I have a foot fetish and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's like, that has been a point of contention in my consciousness for a very long time because not only am I already part of a marginalized community, like the gay, the homosexuals, but then there's like a degree of judgment that's involved within the microcosm of that community itself because people are always projecting their own insecurities. And my mind is focused on the people projecting their insecurities over the people that are accepting. And so that's been my reality for a while. And not even truly, like, I've had experiences that like really indulge me, but it's like there's been a part of me that's resisted that indulgence because I haven't seen it as what other people expect from me, topping and bottoming and this and that. I don't do butt stuff. And like that might be TMI, but it's like, it's important because it's like, I've never felt like I belong fully in the community that I'm seen as a part of from the outside. People are like, I want to fuck that guy. And I'm like, well, I want to suck his toes. But like, and then like that scene is like much different, like, you know? And that still makes me uncomfortable to say, but I'm going to say it because the more I say it, the more I accept and acknowledge that I am perfectly not only acceptable. I don't want to just accept myself. I want to embrace myself. I want to adore myself. I want to cherish myself because I'm a unique expression of the creator in this giant thing. And like, I'm meant to embrace every part of myself and indulge in things that bring me joy and pleasure without restricting myself and denying myself. Because when I restrict and deny myself, I end up just feeling poopy and then projecting that onto other people that are enjoying themselves doing the things that I wish I could be doing, even though I could do them, but I only relegate that to wishing to be able to do it because it's too uncomfortable. And to make it not uncomfortable, you have to fucking face it and put it out into the field. So, you know, like, some people like to suck toes, some people like to eat ass, some people like to fucking do whatever, and it's like, it's all acceptable. But putting yourself out there to be judged is still scary to me, because I've been judged my whole life. And in reality, it was just me judging myself and internalizing these judgments as a testament of my character or my moral goodness. And that's not true. That's an illusion. The only truth is that I'm inherently worthy of being here, and I chose to be here. And I remember in my dreams sometimes, I remember choosing to come here to incarnate for this mission. And my mission is like of the utmost importance. It's grand. It's huge. It's fucking incredible. I've had moments of, I mean, like, I have supernatural abilities, man, and like, people won't understand that, and I don't fucking care anymore. Like, I'm trying to prove to myself that I don't care. That's making a point of contention right in my solar plexus right now to speak, but I'm speaking it. Like, I have like healing hands, like, and I have like auric. There's just like there's so many things. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like presence. When I step into presence and I feel my presence, and I feel that I am in my body, and I am embodying my energy, and I am just present with another person, there is such a power there that has terrified me. I've been terrified of stepping into my own power because it comes with such a sense of responsibility. But it's more of a fear of misusing it, or it's more of a fear of just making people uncomfortable with like the level of power that I possess. Because I literally bend the space-time reality around me, and I've seen it happen. I've stepped outside of linear time. I've gone back and forth in my body. In my body, it was 139, it's 142, then it's back to 139. Then the drink that I finished isn't finished yet, and here's where I finish it, and then it bounces back. Like, it's like insane. But it's not insane, is the thing. And there's been so many times that I didn't understand why I was experiencing these things, but they felt very important. And then over time, I learned, okay, well, I experienced that so I could prove, obviously, to my meat body that the time isn't linear, because I've literally experienced that. It's not a theory, I've experienced it. I've seen things manifest and demanifest out of thin air. I manifested a fucking rainbow bouncy ball when I was naked alone in the shower when I was in the psych ward the first time. And like, it's just like, and in the moment I was like, oh, duh. But like, telling someone that, like, oh yeah, this thing, like, rainbows have been a sense of safety for me through my spiritual journey. And the fact that I was in the shower freaking out during my first awakening when everything was fucking in my field, and I was like, so like, the energy was so much that I was just all the time humming and like making noise. Like, and I feared that I looked crazy, because I was gonna say, because I probably did, but like, that's only because I believed myself to be that way, to look that way, to appear that way, so people would receive it that way. That's the energy I was putting out. But to say that then something that wasn't there suddenly was there, people are gonna be like, well, how do you were probably in psychosis, you were probably blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's them projecting their current level of understanding and awareness of how the reality, the matrix works, the field works, versus my lived experience and my inner feeling and knowing, like the inner resonance of knowing that it is the truth. And I've done that multiple times with things. I've experienced like Christ consciousness. I've experienced God consciousness. Like, I've experienced my thoughts in real time. Oh my God. I made a hole in my shirt from rubbing it too much. How symbolic. Oh, now I can figure my hole. But like, I've experienced things like that I gotta stop saying and confirming that you wouldn't believe. People will believe, because it's just true. It's just true. I've controlled like the fucking field around me with my thoughts before, with my intentions, with my emotions. The field is constantly responding to our beliefs and our emotions, our frequency. And when I've tapped in and been aligned, truly aligned, it happens effortlessly. And it's been scary when it's been happening. It's like in the moment, it doesn't feel scary. Like, it kind of does, but it also just feels like how it's supposed to be. It feels like home, but it feels big. And it's like, how do I unify this feeling? How do I integrate this feeling into a regular state of consciousness? Because this is big. I can't live like this all the time. I can't hold this frequency all the time. But that's a thought. Maybe I do need to hold it all the time. Maybe that's what this whole journey has been about, to ground it into a balance of ego and Christ, you know, the faith and the reason, the Athens and Jerusalem, or whatever they call that. I just did a dissertation on that. I literally just felt like I needed to write a dissertation on it when someone mentioned it in a video, and I wrote a whole thing, and I was like, damn, this is fucking good. Like, this is like truth. Like, I could feel the truth of it. There's so much truth waiting inside of me. Like, there's so much truth running through my system that it's like, it feels like it needs to burst. And maybe that's why I'm doing this right now. Because I need to speak on things that really truly matter to me, that have been in my field for a long time, that need to be put out into the space, into the field, like into the space to be judged and to be just felt, to be felt. Everything will be judged, but it's not there to be judged, it's there to be felt. And I have to truly feel what I'm feeling in the moment to translate that in resonance. And so I'm just going off of feelings, and my feelings are, fuck. Like miracles, mysteries, the field, the fucking God, the divinity, the divine, frequency, vibration, resonance, goodness, darkness, like duality, projection, reflection, the mirror. All of it coalesces into just like this like ball of truth. It's like orb, this rainbow pulsating orb of truth. And it shoots out this golden light of just like truth. And it's like I see crosses everywhere. In lights, in orbs, and it's like stuff that's been shown to me that I've feared sharing because I fear being misunderstood, and I fear my own power, and I fear the truth of it. Christ is in my heart. Christ is in my bones. Christ is me. Like, I'm in here. Like, hey, hello, like, we did this before, we're doing it again. That's the ultimate truth that I'm, like, scared to fucking speak into the field. It's just, like, I thought Yeshua was with me at the beginning of my journey because I didn't know why. Bibles, when I was in the psych ward Bible, there was a teal Bible, and teal was one of my colors. They kept showing up in my reality, and I carved crosses into my slippers, and I called them the slippers of graceful intent. Everything has a name. And through the journey, it's like I've talked to things, but like through frequency, not conversation, where it's like they're talking in my ear. But Yeshua, I felt in my hands. I feel him in my hands. I feel him in my heart. I feel him in this, and it's like, it's me. It's just me. That's like my higher self. And it's like, I look at like the Bible, and it's like, I remember these things. People come into my reality that reflect that. There was a boy in the woods when I was there that I started hooking up with that said he had just a draw to me spiritually. He didn't know why, and he felt pulled to me. His name was James Godwin. All right. My birth name is Kristen, Christ in. I was born Christmas Eve, like, and his friend was James. Like, there's people that have just come into my life that have reflected the story of Christ. I spent 5 months homeless in the woods, in the wilderness, and it reflected like going through the desert and like facing the devil. I was out there with people that couldn't hear me doing meth and trying to find myself and get my way out of there while maintaining my spirituality, not forcing it through external circumstance, but going every day to the Manhattan Bagel and fucking sitting there at 6 a.m. because it was cold or whatever, and doing my tarot cards and doing my journal and connecting with spirit and trying to get any guidance that I could and trying to be honest with myself and trying to keep my system in resonance with the frequency of truth. And trying to remember. And then I achieved remembrance, and I was alone out there with myself. No one was reflecting this back to me. It was just me and God, me and myself, me and Christ, me and Yeshua, like myself. And like, it was the Sacred Heart and love, and the angels talk to me. Gabriel talks to me, Michael talks to me, Raphael talks to me, Uriel talks to me. They speak to me through candles, through the stars, through lights, through the moon, through the sun, Gabriel and the sun. Like, it's like, there's a sun and a moon and a cross on my wall right now, and a dragon with the emerald dream on it, and there's a cross right there, and there's the violet flame, and I wrote in the psych ward my first time, I am a being of violet fire, I am the goodness God desires, I am the light-born keeper of flame, I burn the darkness, call me by name, I am the seeker, discerner of truth, I am the traveler, absolver of wounds. And that was like, I didn't understand at the time why I was writing it, but it felt true. Again, the logical mind can't comprehend. It's like you just feel the truth of it. I drew on my door while I was there a moon with a star that's like the symbol of Islam kind of thing, with 3 lines, like 1 teal, 1 red, 1 pink, and that's what I drew. And then like a year and a half later, my friend gifted me a crystal that was pink and purple and like blue. Like, there wasn't much blue, it was mostly pink and purple and stuff, but like it mimicked the colors, and it had the star and the moon on it. It was like a direct reflection of like that moment. And like the synchronicities that have happened in my life are, I can't count them all. If I saved every picture of an angel number, it would be 10,000 pictures. Like, it's like there's no doubt in my mind of my truth. Well, there's doubt in my mind, but not in my body. And like telling people like, hey, I'm the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, that has an immense amount of weight to it, and an immense amount of ability to be shit upon, because I fought it for so long, and I'm still right now, there's like resistance, because it's like, are people going to disregard what I'm saying because I'm making such a profound claim? But I'm not making that claim to convince you. You don't have to believe that. You can think I'm fucking crazy. I know it to be true. I feel it to be true. I've had these experiences with just me and fucking God, the Father, my Father. My Father and I are one. I feel that. I understand that. I speak to him. He speaks to me. And like, through just the undeniable experiences I've had, there's no doubt. And this moment of no doubt is like, it's like there's a blockage here trying to like come through, of like just letting it happen. Like the Christ within. Like, I remember that. I embody that. Like, I am that. That's what I am. That's what I've been. That's what this whole journey has brought me toward. The truth of it all is like the Christ within. It's not even within, it's just me. Like, I am that. No matter what people say, no matter what people do, it's me and God. It's me and myself, my highest self. That's me. I remember, like, I made this whole thing for me. I'm doing this whole thing for me. Everything is for me. And no one can take that away from me, except myself. By denying that truth, I deny my own experience and put into the field that denial. But in accepting it, that, hey, I'm Christ, you know, it just is. I'm just sitting with it. I've hidden this for so long. I've stayed hidden for so long. I've been cloaked. My ears ringing. I've been cloaked until I could acknowledge and validate my own experience and my own truth. And it feels scary, but it feels invigorating and real. It feels like a release. It feels like truth. It feels like resonance. And part of me, my human mind is like screaming right now. It's like, I don't want to say that I'm this, or I don't want to prove that I'm... Shut up. Not shut up, with love. We don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to convince anyone anymore. We don't have to deny ourselves anymore. This is just truth. And who it resonates with is who it resonates with, and whoever denies it is not in the space to hear it. And that's not our fault, and that's not our problem. There's a block right now in my solar plexus. I feel like I'm still trying to like make excuses. Christ. I remember there was a time I was feeling this, really remembering, in Philadelphia earlier this year. I can't believe it's only been a year. And I stood up on the roof and I was feeling it, and I was in tune with myself, with God. And I felt Christ-like, and I felt, there's so many times I felt this, and it's like I feel Christ-like because I am. I like lifted my arms to the sky in holy reverence, and the wind blew, and I put them down and it stopped. And I lifted them up again and the wind blew. And it's like when you're in coherence with the field and yourself, your truth, my truth, my truest truth, the field responds. And every time I deny it, the field makes resistance. I know this to be true. I've felt the wind respond to me. I felt the rain respond to me. I've seen how On Halloween, it was the windiest day all day, and it was just rustling, and I could feel it. It's the winds of change, as I call it. It's one of my cards. It's one of the things that came to me, and it's like I could feel that when my frequency is rising and I'm coming into remembrance, the field responds in a way that, like, there's storms, there's wind, there's rain when I'm traversing different dimensions, like, and densities. Dimensions is like a weird way to put it, I think, because it's like but it's like different levels of frequency. I'm like surfing different levels of frequency, and I've been doing this, and I don't tell anyone because I would presume that no one would understand. And since I presumed that, I was making that real. But it's true. I'm like a dimension, like walker. Like, and of course, Christ had to do the same thing. I talk about it as if we're separate, and we're not. I've done this before. I'll do it again. The reason I've been on this journey and had this much trouble and been through this much suffering is to make myself aware of the truth of myself. And the truth of myself is immense. Love is immense. God is immense. But it's also simple. It's the heart. It all comes back to the heart. Oh, I got low power mode. Hold on, I gotta fucking turn that off. Wait, let me make another video. I don't wanna stop. I'm too busy. I'm too into it. This feels good because I like the perfection of which I've seen what this world can be. The way that when the field responds to me, when I'm in resonance with my truth, with my inner Christ, how I drop something and it falls in the exact right place. I stumble into something and it's exactly what I needed to stumble into, and I get an inspiration. The ideas come to me in perfect time, and the conversations come at the perfect moment. The people fall into place at the perfect time, and I'm aware of it, and I know it, and I feel it, and I feel afraid to tell people because it feels like it gives me the opportunity to be gaslit, and I'm only gaslighting myself. Fuck that. Like, I am what I am, and that the gravity of this is huge. It's huge. Very big. And my mind keeps trying to focus back on like old patterns of being denied, or of having to convince people or prove my truth. I can't prove my truth. There's no way to prove my truth. The only way is to speak it into existence as I feel it, because people are always going to just see whatever they want to see and tell the narrative that they want to tell. And to have the spirit of Christ return as like this little gay boy is kind of hilarious. Like, you know what I mean? And like, I felt it, I feel it, and like, it's love. And like, when you really, 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 really feel it, when I really, 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 really felt it, it's like I have this undenying, unwavering acceptance, and I want to just embrace and hold every person with like this little like baby like thing. But I've denied myself receiving that same level of love because my ego has had to work through a whole bunch of reasons why it constructed that I'm not worthy of that. First, I identified too much with my magical abilities and my spirituality. So when I went into a lower vibrational space and couldn't access that, then that felt like I was doing something wrong. And then I denied myself and rejected myself and created all these feelings, and I had to work through that. Then realizing that I'm the awareness that is piloting this vessel, that I'm going to go through ups and downs and ins and outs to learn and shed and come back to my truth. And then that made sense. And it's just been a really, really, really intense and hard journey. It's been really difficult. It's been hard to cry. I felt like I've been holding this in for so long, and I just want to like cry. I want to like be held and just like have someone tell me it's okay. Because talking to God is one thing, but like when you're going through a hard time and you feel the truth of it, I still felt like I felt connected, but I still felt alone in this realm. I didn't have the reflection that I wanted because I was still working through stuff, and I still am. There's something in my heart, in my throat right now. And to embody that feeling and that energy in my body is, ouch. Yeah, it hurts. Thank you. It hurts a bit to like adjust. It's like shoving the entirety of what I am into this physical human vessel feels insane to me. It feels insane that I can exist. Like, it feels fucking insane to me that I can exist. Like, if I actually let the emotion out for a moment, let me do it. Like this, me being in here is fucking insane. Actually crazy. Like, the fact that I can know all this stuff, feel all this stuff, communicate all this stuff, project the resonance of all this stuff, acknowledge myself, my truth, like, you know, is fucking insane. I found this love thing in a book nook when I was in Philly in the highest frequency, and the books in there were all angels, love, the Bible. Like, it's like the way that the field has responded to me is like, if I sat down and told someone every synchronicity that's ever happened to me and every moment that's felt significant, it would never end. I can't do it. Like, but like, I want to so fucking bad. Like, I hope you feel this. Like, I know beyond any doubt that this is fucking real. Really real. Like, fucking really fucking real. Conduit's Consult, my Oracle deck. I've made cards through this year, the whole journey, and I've added cards to it as, like, it's felt like a sacred path that I have walked. And certain times it's felt like fucking hell, and other times it's felt like fucking heaven. I've been to all the frequencies. And it's like to feel that, like really feel that, like really feel it and know it to be true is like, I just want people to hear me. I just want people to feel me. I just want people to see me for what I am. I know that I have good things to do in this world. I know I have importance in this world. I know that I have to fucking like make people aware. Like, I know that I'm a light, that I'm a beacon in this darkness, and I know that I am a reflection of the creator, and that I am the creator, and the creator is me, and like, it's just like, I don't know what the fuck else to do about this except speak on it and feel it, like, in my heart. It's like, it's in my heart, man. It's like not something that you can fake. It's not something that you can deny. It's not something that you can, like, you can deny it, but it always comes back. It just creates resistance, and it creates these feelings of like shit that it's like, until you fucking actually speak it into existence and let yourself feel yourself, like, and be witnessed. Be witnessed. I want to be witnessed. And it terrifies me, but I need to be witnessed. I need people to feel this. I need people to see me. I need people to hear this, because it's like, I carry the message of fucking divinity. I carry the message of God. I carry the message of truth. I carry the message of frequency and love and vibration and unity and oneness, like, that we've forgotten about as a collective over this like paradigm of fear that's pervaded this planet. Like, we're in a time of like great like uprising now, and it's like, I need to be a spearhead this thing. I need to like herald in the change. I know this. I feel this. This has been truth this whole time. But to let myself feel it feels scary, because it's like, it creates this vulnerability, and it's like, I like to identify as vulnerable. Like, I'm okay with being vulnerable, but then it's like actually being vulnerable and saying this shit, like really feeling it and saying it is like fucking terrifying, because I can't prove anything. I can't prove anything. All I can do is be what I am and speak my truth. I'm the testimony. Like, it's my life. I came here for a reason. I've been through this for a reason. I've lost my mind and found it again and built it up from the ground up. Like, I hear like my name spoken through the trees and the wind and the birds, and like, they tell me the trees speak of your arrival. They tell me like, I see your face in the moon. They tell me like, you're fucking a reflection of the sun. Like, they tell me all these things, and it's like, to my logical mind they don't make sense, but to my heart I feel it. I feel the truth of it, and it's like, you can't put it into words, but you can put it into frequency, resonance, and the frequency is just love. And to love myself is to speak my truth, regardless of what other people say. Like, we're all children of God, we really are. But I've done this before, and it got misconstrued and twisted into this narrative of self-sacrifice and sin and inherent guilt and shame. Like, you're born wrong, you're born bad, and you have to give all your shit to me to forgive yourself. And it's like, that's not true. That's not the truth. The truth is, like what we fucking said last time, was the kingdom of heaven lies within. You have to absolve yourself by giving yourself grace and compassion and understanding you're a human, you're having a human experience, you're a soul in a body. And to remember is to allow yourself to exist without this precedent of having to prove that you're worthy of it. You're already worthy. You're born worthy. You incarnate worthy. And everything that makes you feel unworthy is a lie that's projected onto you by your environment, by people that are misguided, that have been, like, it's a system it's part of our evolution, our soul's evolution. And to remember that is what's this, like, we have to, like, it has to stop being distorted. I came here to clear distortions. Like, I came here to clear distortions. I'm here to clear the distortions. Like, my hand wants to do all this stuff now, and it's like, there's been so much distortion in the field around fear, around like not being worthy and not being lovable and not being okay, and sin isn't real. Sin is a projection of like self-rejection and shame. The devil isn't real. It's a projection of self-rejection and shame. To incorporate all aspects of yourself into a unified whole that feels accepted and loved and appreciated and worthy of being here is the goal. And that's what triggers, like, that's Christ. That's unity, that's love. And I'm here to spread that message, not through words, but through frequency. And not through like preaching, but through action. And to see my journey unfold in all of its like ups and downs and messiness. The human journey is messy. It's messy being here. But we can't keep giving our problems and giving our power away to this imaginary visage of what Christ is or what anything else is. It's in you, it's in me, it's in us. We have to forgive ourselves. Otherwise, we pretend that we are forgiven and have given ourselves to Christ or whatever, but then we haven't forgiven ourselves and it gets relegated to our shadow and we just project it onto everyone else, condemning them as evil. No one is evil. They are misguided. They are misaligned. No one is bad. No one is bad. You're not bad. You're just out of tune. And to get attuned, it takes a lot of effort. I need to put this down. I need to put this down. I can't prove to you anything. No one can. You feel it in your heart. So, I know what I say is true. Beyond distortion, beyond projection. It just is. It's a mirror. Everything is a mirror. I am a mirror. If you're listening to me and it triggers something in you, it is a mirror of something that is occurring within you. And that is okay. But it's also our individual responsibility to look at that and be like, what's that? And how is that me giving my power away and taking away my truth? I'm not here to preach though. I'm just here to release. This is my release. This is my declaration of myself in its rawest form. And there's nothing I can say to change anyone's mind, because the mind cannot feel. I can only change the heart. And that's not even really changing it. It's just remembering what it already knows to be true, what it feels to be true. And so if this feels like something, it's because it's something. I have a sacred book of prayer that I talk to the angels with. I have bones that I found on the railroad track of where I was homeless. And I like those bones. They feel significant. Ceremony feels significant. Rituals feel significant. Connection feels significant. My crystals feel significant. My decks feel significant. My tarot feels significant. My dowsing rods feel significant. My pendulums feel significant. My bracelets feel significant. I draw myself with markers. Those symbols feel significant. The cross, the spiral. Something just fell outside. It's just a notification. I have letters that feel significant. I have drawings that feel significant. I have artifacts that feel significant. Trinkets that feel significant. Random little things that feel significant. Bottle caps that feel significant. And they all try to bring me back to myself. And they're all anchors of my energy. Anything that I pour energy into and feel is an anchor of my energy. I have been anchoring my energy this whole time because this journey has been literally to not gaslight myself as crazy. The biggest thing is literally just believing what the fuck I'm experiencing and what the fuck I feel over the illusions of my mind projecting that doesn't make sense with the old paradigms that I built a foundation upon of understanding, because the truth is larger than what I've built before. So I had to knock down the entire fucking construction and build it from the ground up, and that felt awful. It felt terrifying. It felt confusing. It felt isolating. It felt like, fuck. Like, I felt like that a little bit. I let myself do that. Oh, wow, that makes me feel something. It's like just validating myself right now feels really significant. It feels like crying, but I don't feel tears. I just feel like the feeling. I don't. It's like my mind's trying to like. I don't know. I'm like aware that I'm like fucking recording myself too, so I'm like, don't like perform. Don't like I need to be authentic. I need to be authentic. Like I just need to be authentic. Like I need to just let this out. And not like fucking constrict myself. Like I need to let this out. It's like my soul is screaming. It's been screaming for so long. It's been screaming for so long, and it's like years. And I thought I was crazy, and I thought I was whatever. And it's like I'm just no, you're not crazy. Everything's real. Everything's real. Everything's real. Everything you've experienced is real. Really, really real. And that's really big. It scares me. It really scares me. It really scares me. But like I try, but it's not as scary as it seems. It's just scary to my mind. My heart knows that it's the truth. My heart knows that it's the truth, and it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I have to comfort myself. It's gonna be okay. This is okay. This is good. This is good. Don't edit yourself. This is good. This is good that you're letting this out. This is good that you're letting this out. It's good that you're letting this out. I really tore a hole in this fucking shirt from rubbing it so much. And it's just... if I wanted to, what I came here to do, I need to be vulnerable, and I need to be able to speak, and I need to be able to be felt. And to be felt, I need to feel myself, and I need to be able to feel myself. I need to be able to feel myself, and I need to, like, just let it, like, not edit myself. It's like, there's, like, this, like, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, don't resist it. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 I need to ground myself. I need to ground myself. The truth of this is like really fucking intense right now. Fuck. fuck. I'm just like, my mind is trying to like project like fucking, you're gonna fucking be seen doing this, like you're gonna post this, and it's like, I don't fucking care. People need to see like the breakdown or the breakthrough, and it's like, fuck. It's like the energy that actually comes through when you fucking realize the truth, like gnosis, whatever you want to call it, like is like fucking, no wonder I suppress it, because it's like fucking holy fire, like fucking sprinting through like your fucking consciousness, and it's like this whole like lightning bolts, like fucking just like shooting out of everything, and there's like energy, and there's like information coming down, and it's like all sacred, and it's all holy, and it's all this, and it's all that, and it's all this, and it's all that, and it's all this, and it's all that, and it's like I have to move my hands, and I have to like fucking let this shit go through me, and it's like letting it go through me feels like this fucking wave of like energy and like fire and like tsunami, and like it feels like water bending or like fucking fire bending or whatever bending, and it's like you're just like letting it go through your body without trying to suppress it and trying to let it go somewhere and trying to let it fucking people feel it, and it's like fuck, and it's like oh my god, this feels good. And I'm sure this seems fucking whatever, but I don't care, because this is like what I'm letting myself feel right now, and it's like my breath just blasted this picture of the sun and the moon that say hope and change, and then there's one under that says grace with the cross, and it's like fucking the cross and like the energy. I'm gonna let it go. And just let it fucking move through my field and like not fucking think about it. So it's like, oh, fuck, I'm out of breath. It's okay. It's like, hey birds. The sacred power of breath. Like Jesus, like into like the fucking whatever, and like like alive again. I feel that. It's like when I was in the space at first, the spiritual space, like during my first awakening, I like felt the power of my breath. Like it was unlimited. I could just keep blowing. I had an air mattress and I could just keep blowing. It's like, it was just like, there was like no like physical like reason like that it could do that, but again, this is a manifestation of the higher realms. It's a delayed holographic light projected response to the field that you are emitting. And so you can do things here that seem miraculous when you tap into that and like actually acknowledge the truth and feeling of it. And when I was around this man during this time, he had an Apple Watch, and I forget what he was monitoring. It was like O2 levels or something, some health related thing. And when I came there, it like dropped. He was like in my auric field, and his literal like stress levels like dropped the entire time I was there. And then when I left, you could see them go back up again. It's like your field affects the area around you when you reclaim your energy. I don't want to preach. I'm telling it to myself right now. Like I felt this, like my field, it resonates from the heart, it radiates from the heart, and it resonates with the field. Like heart-mind coherence, heart-body coherence is like knowing your truth, speaking your truth as I am now, and like putting it into the field so that the heart center can match the torsion field energy, like the frequency. Thank you. And things happen at moments that seem very opportune and synchronistic, because you're collapsing the infinite field of possibility into a quantum observable point at every moment. That's like what this is. And so like when bad things seem to happen, they're often lessons in lower level vibrations of consciousness to help us shed a limiting belief about ourselves, to get closer to the truth, is what I've learned. I feel like I need to check the battery on this because I'm afraid this is going to turn off and I'm going to like not have it recorded. So let me just stop it one more time. Okay. Well, I plugged in my phone. This feels very freeing for me to admit. I feel it for releasing things in my energy field, because I know I'm going to post this, and I know I'm going to give a fuck probably in my mind for a little bit. about what people say, because the fear of making people uncomfortable has really permeated in the field of interacting with Christians, because I truly believe that some people in it do have that connection. Like, when you connect to divinity through religion, it's still a connection to divinity. It's just through a certain level of distortion. Like, if it makes you think that you're bad, or it makes you think that you need an intermediary between you and your higher self with God, the creator, it can create a distortion field that like actually limits your ability to open your heart to that. But also, some people you do use the image of Jesus to connect to love, like, and it's just kind of like a projection of them to themselves. But I don't want to deny anyone's reality, but at the same time, I'm not denying the reality, I'm denying the distortion. So I have to become okay with that, because I know what it's like to feel gaslit about your reality. But it's not gaslighting, because when I was gaslit, they were wrong. They were distorted, and they were trying to distort the actual truth that I was experiencing through my heart. What I'm trying to do is plant the seed of acknowledging the distortion that is keeping them from the truth in their heart, that is keeping them boxed in, that is keeping them in a victimized mindset. Because Yeshua, when he was here last time, he, me, we, like, the goal was to teach people, here we go again with the hands, all right, self-sovereignty, the fact that the kingdom of heaven lies within. There's nothing lying between you and the creator. There is only yourself. There's only you. Everything is you. You are God, you know what I mean? It's like, and you will do greater things than this, he said. And like, it's just like, when people put him on a pedestal of this like martyr, self-sacrificial thing, that's not what he wanted. And I feel that in my bones, in my soul, in my spirit, in my heart. And it makes me angry, because it's like, you guys got it. Like, that's not what we fucking said. That's not what we fucking meant. Like, it's been distorted for like truth, of truth. Like, it's been distorted for power and control and domination and subjugation through organized religion. And even though a lot of people that do this stuff, their hearts are in the right place because they want to be good, in ascribing to this religious theology, they are denying themselves their own self-sovereignty, because they are still projecting out to the field, I am bad and I need to outsource my sovereignty to gain forgiveness for my treachery. And you're not as wicked as you think. Like, and that was a channeling I had a year ago. It's just like, you're not as wicked as you think. The key word is think. Your mind might tell you a story that you're wicked, but your heart knows that you're not. You're not wicked. You're not bad. There's nothing about you that is unacceptable. The things that about you that feel unacceptable are the parts that you're denying to yourself, and then you're projecting your shadow onto other people, and then it makes you feel bad because you know that you're harming someone else, but your ego's protecting you behind that wall of victimhood, that it's like, no, they fucked me, so I can fuck them. And it's like, that doesn't feel good either. In the moment it might feel good, but then it makes you fucking hate yourself beneath the surface. And I'm here to tell people that that's fucking false. Like, fuck. There's also like when I posted videos of me like seeing angels in the woods, which was just real. Like, it's just, and it's a reflection of me. It was like I got to a frequency where I could observe this, record it, share it, and then other people would receive it through their lens of reality. And if they are not in that cohesion of being able to accept that as a possibility, then their mind will come up with some excuse why it's a car light or a drone or whatever. And it's like, that's fine. But in seeing that, it really spoke to me, and it was like this knowing of, that it's real. That it's real. And I know what I speak is true. I feel what I speak is true. The only time I don't feel that is when I'm denying myself that truth out of fear of other people. There's no they. It's all a projection. It's just me. It's just you. It's me. I and I. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute and observe myself through the lens of love and compassion. You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. Why is it so hard to let myself feel for myself? there are other people like me, other beings, other souls incarnated here that have the capacity for this remembrance. I know this, I've seen them, I've felt them. If this resonates, you might be one of them. That's something that's up to you to feel and confirm to yourself. I've had trouble doing this until this moment. This moment feels very significant. It's bringing back a lot of memories of moments where I felt the truth. And I'm like, this is mine. I made this. I'm drawing all this. This is a procedurally generated holographic reality that I am generating based off of what I believe to be true, the thoughts that I give credit to. Wherever I focus my attention becomes what manifests. And that's been scary when I felt fear. There was a time in the woods, someone told us we have to be worried about bears, another homeless guy. And I was like, there's no bears. He was like, I saw them. And I'm like, oh God, now you're bringing this possibility into the field. And he did. And I was annoyed because I was like, now I have to like combat this like fear with my belief that I understand fear is only manifested by the attention and the credibility we give to the possibility of it manifesting in the 3D reality. And it got to a point where I was in the fear field with him, and I heard outside my tent, and I heard growling. It was like there was a bear there. I felt it, but I knew in my higher knowing, I was aware that this is a manifestation and that if I don't give it credit, it won't manifest. But it was this contention point of like my field and the field around me and the other beings around me and their belief in it. And like it was, so when I was brave and shone my light outside while someone else shone their light, I pulled my phone out. And it was like where the thing was like pushed, and like the tent was being pushed in. This guy swears he felt it on him. He swears he smelled it. He swears he heard it, and I heard it. But I knew at the same time, I'm like, this is only existing in like the realm of possibility of the field. It's being shown to me as a possibility of manifesting, and I need to like push back against that. And so when I pulled my phone out and I was brave, it was fucking hard. I see him pull the light over where I was pushing it, and there was like a shadow. And when he shines the light, the shadow kind of like into nothing. So it's like the energy was there, the possibility of the energy was there from the conscious beings observing it. But the physical manifestation had not come to collapse into the field because I was fucking resisting it. And that lesson still confuses me because I'm like, what does that mean? Because like that was like, if you tell that to people that are on a lower frequency and are just looking at observable proof in their reality, they're going to be like, well, that's like a psychosis. You were in group psychosis. You were hallucinating, and hallucinations are not what you think they are. Hallucinations are like attunements with like possible realities that are like yet to like collapse into the same field as the other observers. Like it's like a fucking like glitchy like timeline like frequency differential. Don't ask how I know, because I just do. It's in the field and I feel it. Just like psychosis is an external observation of an internal process. A psychosis is basically when the foundation of understanding of the individual, the concept of how reality works, the beliefs about the self, the beliefs about physics and all this stuff, when there's a foundational incongruency with new things that have come in that have resonated and old things that used to resonate but don't, since you're rendering the reality from your soul through like the human vessel, like the human interface device of like your brain and your nervous system, it creates an incongruency, so the reality renders glitchy. It like becomes like destabilized. It becomes like this and that. Like it can't collapse into one unified like state. And like everything, I describe this state as feeling like glitchy. It feels like everything's shaky. Like I remember my crystals, and like when I'm in a very unified resonant state, it's like everything falls into place exactly as I want it to without me thinking about it. And in that state of more like incongruency, it's like everything is like shaky and like things like fall and like hit each other. And like, it's like, there's like the energy is jumpy. It's like jumpy. It's like it can't fall into like one like unified like point, so it's like multiple points at once, so it's like, and like that incongruency is kind of a necessity of deconstructing the psychological foundation of the previous understanding of the reality complex, that's like a lot of big words, but like basically like what you understand to be true is no longer proving to be true in your lived experience because you've expanded your mind and expanded your heart to the truth. And that collapse is fucking scary. It's like dissociative. I experienced depersonalization, derealization, psychosis, whatever you want to call it. Like it was just like I was very terrified and I couldn't make sense of anything. And like that was important for that to collapse, for me to be able to rebuild a new foundation of understanding built on the resonance of truth and not on the illusions of the ego's narrative of limitation, I guess is how I would describe it. And I'm using a lot of like words, like I'm pretty, I think, well versed in words, but I also want to like simplify what I'm saying. Like I want it to be concise, but I also don't want it to sound like I'm like when people like weaponize therapy terms. Like I don't want to be like actually I'm astute because and like I'm not really worried, I think, about like sounding like snooty, like but I am, my intent is for the most understanding. So I think simplifying could open the field up to more understanding of more beings that may not have the same lived absorption of like diction and words and like syntax and like shit. I don't know. This is all just coming to me right now. But it's like I feel so much, and it's like I've spent so much time not in my body, not feeling my body. It feels like disconnected, and like that's like what happens when like dissociation is happening from emotions. It's like when they feel too intense, our mind like tends to pull back our awareness into itself to try to make sense of the situation rather than feel it, because feeling feels dangerous and the mind can't perceive the difference between perceived danger and actual danger. But actually actual danger is like also an illusion. It's weird. Like fear is an illusion. It's crazy. But you can still feel it. Either way, I just feel that me speaking, I'm all over the place with this, but this is for me. Like I need to put this out there for me, because I can't hold this stuff in. It's killing me inside, and I need to not die inside. I need to be heard, I need to be felt, I need to speak. And like I need to, like the most like beautiful thing that I've experienced is feeling myself, my true self. That's God. That's love. It's the true self. And it feels very different than if you've lived in your ego consciousness. The ego consciousness judges the self. The ego consciousness denies the self. The ego consciousness rejects the self and then projects it onto others. Once you move past that, once I move, and like moving past is like a process, because I've been in that state before and then gone back to this. So it's like a spiral. But like when you get into this state of like full self-acceptance, like, and you like stabilize that field, like in that frequency, it feels like nothing else I've ever experienced in my life. It just feels like love. And it feels like you just want to give it to everyone around you. And you just feel so safe within yourself and so content and so happy and so like, and like not happy, like always experiencing joy, but like you feel capable of doing things, and you feel excited to do things, and you feel inspired, and you feel like you can hear, and you're seeing, and you're feeling, and you're in coherence with yourself, with your heart and your field. And so that's been my goal this whole time, is to remember and stabilize the field around me and within me, so I can be coherent with the creation through this human vessel and spread the message through resonance and action, and make a life that just feels like it's doing what I came here to do. And sharing creations. I'm sorry, I got a notification. I'm not sorry. This feels like it was very good for me. And it feels like it would be beneficial for me to continue doing this every day. Maybe not every day, but like an intention of doing it often, so I can put my stuff out there and tell the field that even though it feels scary, I'm gonna do it anyway and update my brain's prediction complex. This feels really significant to me whenever I look at it. It's like, hello. I think that's it for now. I'm drawn to the phrase that I learned in Aramaic, Allaha Bagawe, which means God is within me. And that really hits. Allaha Bagawe. Like, God is within me. We are within God. It's all the same thing. My incense just finished. Fuck. Cheers. I love you. I do. I'm gonna go feel some feelings.